We're not happy with the result. I'm okay with the reaction that we showed. I think we equalized and had chances to equalize, big chances, and to turn maybe the match around. We didn't, so the result is the result. We go into a long break with bad feeling and with a loss, which is simply not nice and which is not what we wanted. No, I will never be glad for a loss.
What did you make of the VAR decision?
It's a crazy decision, if I'm totally honest. You know, I thought throughout the whole game there was some, the standard wasn't high enough. But and then to overturn it is, you could argue it's there or there. She saw it on the pitch, and then to be called over and make a decision again, a 50-50 decision to overturn it, it's just the wrong decision. And I've spoke to her about that, but that is what it is. It's not an excuse, but it did change the game because 2-2 with 5 minutes, the momentum's on our side, and it might feel a little bit different. But sometimes nights like tonight ain't a terrible thing for the team to learn and to appreciate, how hard it is to win against any team.
Well, controversial decision aside, England were very much second best at the City Ground.
Apart from possession, which you'd expect England to dominate, as you can see, Senegal were better in pretty much every department. Trevor Chalobah said the England players have lots to learn.
I just felt that maybe they wanted a bit more than us today. You could see the desire. So we had a couple of chances, but when it did go 1-0, I didn't think we capitalised on that. It definitely did hurt us because this was the first game that we've lost, obviously with the new manager here, and we wanted 100% streak, but as I said, we just got to learn from it.
Well, not for the first time, Tuchel was criticised for some of his selections. Ivan Toney was given just 3.5 minutes when England needed a goal.
Yeah, Kyle Walker became the first player to appear for England aged 35 or over since Frank Lampard in June of 2014. And as you saw, Walker was at fault for that first goal.
I see the lack of rhythm clearly. I see the lack of rhythm. I see the lack of rhythm in misjudgments, in duels, and in anticipation. Of course, I see that. That is maybe also the nature of a tune camp and of a player that you say correctly has not every minute in his legs lately in the last matches.
Only came on right towards the end. He
Yeah.
didn't look particularly happy on the bench.
We tried to bring him on for kind of a special task to be in the end in the box and use his experience in finishing. For me, he is on this kind of level a player that needs to be in the box and needs to be in and very, very close to the box. And in the moment earlier where we had the changes, we were not so close in the box.
Well, Roy Keane was less than impressed with England's performance last night.
Yeah, he even joked that the players looked more like they were having a chat in a coffee shop than trying to win a game for their country. Speaking on ITV, Keane said the signs aren't great. It's been a bad couple of days for them. For the second goal, it's like they're having a chat in Starbucks. Do your job. We're on the outside looking in, but there's something missing. They don't look like a happy group.
So, as mentioned, there's exactly 1 year to go until the 2026 World Cup.
It might feel like doom and gloom this morning, but there is plenty of positivity in the England camp.
There's no need to panic. We have 3 qualification games. We have 9 points and not conceded. And we will be competitive. In September. We will go for 2 more victories, 100%.
It's a disappointing night for sure. It's not time to panic because there's stuff that we know we need to work on. But of course, coming up to September, we want to start to get it right because once the new season starts, the World Cup is soon around the corner. So it's down to us and the coach to just try and work on areas to improve.
When it comes to the finals, Thomas Tuchel has been employed to win, not necessarily in a certain style, but to win that tournament. And England do have weapons. They've shown in recent major tournaments that they can go deep. And he is a winning coach. He's won the Champions League and other titles in his career. So whatever we see in these qualification matches and the friendly tonight, there's one more friendly against Wales before the year's out. This isn't sort of Thomas Tuchel's job to impress now and wow us. It's his job to try and lift the trophy in the USA, Mexico and Canada. And that will be the sort of judgment of him and this England crop.